Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, exposing the unknown in the murky world of real estate in Nigeria. If you've been watching my previous episode, I'd just like to say thank you if you've left me comments and if you've asked questions on how I could support you, how I could help. I'd just like to say I'm sorry if I've not responded, but I'm trying very hard. I've responded to those that actually called me and those that actually spoke to and those that emailed. But if I haven't, I will definitely respond as soon as I'm chance to do so. Right. Today's episode is slightly different because I'll be focusing on an organ of the government which is actually charged with the responsibility of overseeing, monitoring and regulating the activities of Lagos State real estate. And I'm sure for some of you that I spoke to previously, especially those I spoke to last week, we are talking about LASRERA. LASRERA, that's L-A-S-R-E-R-A. I repeat, L-A-S-R-E-R-A, which is LASRERA, that's Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority. LASRERA, Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority. This is an arm of the government, an organ of the government, an agency of the government that's actually responsible, I believe, so I think, because I've read it, I've researched it, actually responsible, like I said previously, for overseeing, monitoring and regulating the activities of property developers, realtors in the business of real estate in Lagos State, Nigeria. Now, for some time now, I have been digging into the activities of, researching the effectiveness of LASRERA and activities of LASRERA across the real estate world in Lagos State, which is why I'm doing this video. Okay. Like I rightly said to you, if there is a body which is charged with the responsibilities of overseeing, monitoring and regulating the activities of real estate and property developers in Lagos State, I'm just wondering why we have so many cases of fraud, so many cases of scam, so many cases of developers absconding with investors' investment, and developers not actually delivering as on schedule or delivering as promised, or in most cases just suddenly just vanished into the thin air, and no one is able to communicate to them, no one is able to locate them, no one knows their whereabouts. And this from what I read from LASRERA's document, if you are operating in Lagos State, you need to be registered with LASRERA, which means they should have an access to you when they need be, and when they need to. But unfortunately, so many questions need to be answered. So many questions have been left unanswered, especially with those people that were defrauded by some scammers in the property development world or in the real estate world. Well, apologies again, I'm going to say this. The real estate business in Nigeria is actually a vibrant business, and we've got some very genuine property developers in Lagos State that still haven't got any questionable characters, they haven't got any dents on their record, they haven't got any complaints that's been formally made against them. I'll say We still got most of them, but we also got some very shameful practices going on by some questionable characters in the same real estate business, some questionable characters masquerading themselves as property developers in Lagos State. These questionable characters are just floating around in the corridors of real estate, and nothing is being done about them. No one is stopping them. No one is questioning their characters. No one is questioning their activities. No one is questioning their excesses, which is why I've decided to research to find out how effective LASRERA is. I've been on LASRERA's Instagram page. I've been on LASRERA's website. I am actively, as I speak, tracking every available social media handle of LASRERA, because I will be in touch with them. I have been in touch with them previously. I will be in touch with them again, and I will be asking the same question I'm asking right now, which a lot of clients definitely need an answer to. How effective is LASRERA? Is LASRERA fit for purpose? Is the Lagos State regulatory, real estate regulatory, whatever they call them, Lagos State real estate regulatory authority, sorry, are they fit for purpose? If you've had dealings with them in the past, can you please leave me a comment below this video? If you've been to them, and they have been very supportive, they have been very effective in the mandate they've been charged with, can you please leave me a comment on this handle? And if you've had any experiences with them, whatsoever experience you've had with them, I'd like to know. Please, can you please share with me or share with my viewers, because we actually want to know, right? Because questions have been asked. We've got so many incidences, we've got so many cases of fraud, we've got so many cases of scam, we've got so many property developers in Lagos State, questionable characters that are not actually property developers. They have actually gone into the business masquerading themselves as property developers because they managed to build just one estate. They're now using the estate, a glorified estate which they managed to build, to scam investors, because they managed to build an estate. They've now tricked investors into believing they are property developers. So we need to know what LASRERA, Lagos State real estate regulatory authorities are doing about the likes of these property developers. We've got so many cases online. You've got so many videos online. Go on my YouTube channel. You're going to see so many complaints, so many incidences, so many cases of investors being defrauded. I've got several phone calls from investors that have had one issue or the other with property developers. I've got WhatsApp messages full of cases. Apologies again if I've not responded to your message. Apologies, I will when I'm chanced. You understand? If I've responded to your message, please could you kindly follow the instructions I gave you with regards to what you need to do. And for those of you that have not responded to, please, I will try as much as possible to respond to your messages. Please leave me your email, leave me your contact number. I will try as much as to get back to you. Right, in the second half of this video, I will adequately be talking about, in the second half of this video, I will do a comprehensive deep dive into the activities of LASRERA, Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority. I will be looking at their responsibilities with regards to supervising or supervision of real estate practitioners, with regards to monitoring of real estate and property developers and practitioners, with regards to actually supervising. I would like to know how this is being done. Obviously, Nigerians wants to know because they've been charged with this responsibility. They're getting paid with taxpayers' money. They're getting reimbursed at the end of every month. We'd definitely like to know how you are serving Nigerians. We'd definitely like to know how you are discharging your responsibilities. We'd definitely like to know what you've done so far with regards to the likes of Karo, of Middlechase. We'd like to know what you've done so far with the likes of Karo, of Eastland Gulf Estates. I've been told people are still not being allocated their plots they subscribe to over the years. Over 3-4 years now, like a lady spoke to me, the 2 plots she's bought not been assigned. She's been asked to pay another 12.5 million before she's allocated, which is not part of the initial contract that she signed. I've got so many people that have been left stranded just like myself that have not been allocated the 2-bed apartment I paid for, the 2-bedroom apartment I paid for, which was meant to be used for Airbnb in Middlechase Estates in Arkbridge, GRA, Lagos. I've got so many questions, so many complaints, so many questions I need answers to. So, we'd like to know what LASRERA is doing about this. LASRERA, if you're a member, if you're a staff of LASRERA, if you work for LASRERA Lagos State, please, can you share this with the management of LASRERA? Because I'd like you to get in touch with me. I'd like to know what you're doing. I'd like to know how effective you've been in tracking the likes of Karo. I'd like to know what you've done so far to support investors that need answers to what's happened to their investments. I'd like to know what you're doing to support investors that have been duped, investors that have been scammed, investors that have been defrauded. LASRERA, I'd like to know what you're doing, and I'd like to know what you've done. So in the second half of my video, I will be publishing the responsibilities of LASRERA. It will not be left for Nigerians to decide, it will not be left for investors to decide if LASRERA is actually done, or if actually doing what they meant to be doing, if they actually fit for purpose. But right now, it's difficult to say a yes or no, because we need to hear from LASRERA. So if you've been in touch with LASRERA, if you've worked with LASRERA, if you've supported in the past, I'll actually want you to share your experiences with me, because a lot of people actually want to know what's happening. They want to know how they can get support from LASRERA, including myself as well. Thanks for watching this video. There'll be a second part to this video where I'll actually be highlighting some of the responsibilities of LASRERA and to ask to see if they've actually been living up to expectation. Thanks again for watching this video. I promised I was going to make it very short. Apologies, I guess it's about 13-14 minutes now. I'm going to stop now, and please like, share and subscribe. Let's stop scammers scamming investors in Nigeria's real estate. Let's stop the sharp practices in the murky world of real estate business in Nigeria. Let's stop those folks masquerading as real estate investors, real estate property developers in Nigeria. Let's stop them. Let's work hand in hand. It's our civic responsibility to actually make sure these investors get justice. It's actually our responsibility to make sure these investors get back their money. Let's make it our civic responsibility to stop more people from getting scammed from those masquerading as property developers in Lagos State, Nigeria. Thanks for watching again. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.